David Perlman for the Whole Note Summer Studio with Chris Donnelly. We're talking about teaching and learning jazz and the extent to which, the way in which something highly individual then gets brought into a collective context. And just wondering, in your own development as a jazz musician, who some of your key teachers have been in terms of the one-on-one that one has to go through before one's ready to work in a group?
Well, the one thing I would say about that is that I don't think they need to be exclusive. You don't work on one-on-one and then go into the group. It happens at the same time. You're exploring yourself individually, but also music brings people together, and you're playing with people. It's a very community-oriented thing. So, in jazz education, you have private lessons, but you also have an ensemble. But personally for me, when I was at U of T, I had so many great teachers. My private teachers were Gary Williamson, Brian Dickinson, and then later on in my master's degree, I studied with David Braid.
Right.
And then, Kirk MacDonald, Paul Reed, Russell Hartenberger. Right. I spent quite a bit of time with him. Sasha Rappaport, and those were guys who were, when I was exploring more the classical end of my music.
But while you were safely in school.
But I was.
What
I was
about
in,
the
I was in school.
the real life teachers, the mentors, the people once you found yourself in the work world?
Right. Well, when I'm, that's an interesting question, because once I found myself in the work world, I was doing a lot of solo work.
Right.
And when you do solo work, like I do, you're not always on the bandstand. I find my heroes in every walk of life, from the musicians I go out to play, the musicians I play with, the musicians I listen to on the bandstand, a business leader, a baseball player, an artist in a different field, all of those, an entrepreneur, all of these people I feel I can learn from, and in some way use that to inspire my music, or to inspire my work ethic, or to inspire my day-to-day living. All of those things. But right now I'm working with a clarinet player named Cornel Volak, and he's teaching me a lot of things.
And you'll be touring with him in the fall.
I'll be touring with Cornel in the fall. But
let's talk about that more when we come back.